"This is not an easy punishment," said James Boasberg of the U.S. Regional Court in Washington. He saw that his life was rising by conspiracy theories. James, an old C running a wedding venue in Arizona, went to Washington for January 6, 2021. Certificate of the election college results. The participant recorded his comments on video and said, Fed people in the crowd." Epps told participants that they had to walk to Capitol during the rally, which came before number of elections, and just before another defendant, Ryan Samsel, whispered in his ear. Epps traveled with the mafia when he returned to violence, sometimes trying to suppress the violence, sometimes not. The prosecutors did not accuse him of establishing any physical contact with the police officers or entering the Capitol building. If he did not enter, he undoubtedly dealt with collective aggressive behaviors. Meanwhile, EPPS's lawyer pushed any suggestion that Epps was violent that day. In court newspapers, Epps, pro-Trump media commentators, FBI agents provoke violence, embarrass Trump movement crowd after arguing that harassment during nuptial ceremonies by passing wedding venue during wedding venue. Threats. Shell cases appearing in property foreigners him. He said that harassment forced him his wife sell his business move another state. The Epps and the ministry justice have reached an agreement that he was guilty of the number misdemeanors, irregular or destructive behavior in a limited building or reasons. Epps argued that it should only take controlled freedom. Meanwhile, prosecutors argued that they gave partial responsibility for the violence of the day and thus deserved a 6-month prison sentence. However, in his first words at prisoner hearing, prosecutor Mike Gordon admitted that Epps was both the defendant and victim. His life was destroyed by conspiracy theorists who willing to blame the government for violence on January 6, he added. Gordon then played video about big, heavy sign that Epps had to go to protesters on January 5 and then wounded injured police officers. Boasberg described Gordon's evidence of this sign as somewhat attached and said intention that he was the leader on January 6 was a wide exaggeration. He added he may require imprisonment without alleviating conditions. The lightening conditions for Epps were abundant, early regret and for a long-time community service. Has also noted